All right, guys, so I made it to the promenade. I found me a shady spot under a palm tree. So I have the questions here on my laptop, so I'm gonna read them off of here. But I'm starving. I think we should definitely get into this zebra. Let me show you guys what it looks like. For some reason, I thought it would be white meat. I don't know, but it's actually dark meat. Let me show you. Ooh, I'm so close. Oh, I didn't want to drop it. So yeah, that's what it looks like. It smells, this is the thing, so now for like the past 2 years, I have only eaten like chicken and seafood. I probably had like one slip up where I had like bacon and I didn't even know. But I try to stay away from beef and pork. So now I'm eating a zebra, which is like what? The horse family. This is so crazy. But it smells like beef, honestly. Yeah, it smells like beef. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Don't want to drop it. Yeah, and it came with a side of chips, but I'm not gonna lie, I ate most of them on the way here. I was hungry. So yeah, I got my questions pulled up on my laptop. There were quite a few questions you guys asked me on Instagram. So I'm gonna answer all of them. I'm gonna answer all the questions. So definitely stay tuned. But I've noticed the top 2 questions were, who am I dating in South Africa? I'm actually shocked about that question. I didn't know that would be so popular. And how do I afford to travel? So definitely stick around to the end of the video because I will answer those later on. But I think I should just try a little of the zebra. I'm so nervous. Oh, bless you. Oh, bless you. Someone just sneezed. But yeah, I'm so nervous to try this zebra. Let me know below if you guys have ever tried zebra. I think the restaurant, they also had like crocodile, warthog, springbok. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. I think that's something in the cow family. But zebra is, this is a new one for me. So, ooh. Oh my God, I just broke the fork. See, why would they give me this little cheap, flimsy fork with this tough meat? Okay, now I gotta use my hands. Okay, so I'm about to try it. Smell check. It smells like rye. It smells like beef, but yeah. It's an ant on my back. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it really just tastes like beef. Oh my God, there is a dog coming up on me. He's so cute. I would feed him some, but I don't think dogs can eat zebra. So I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, this is actually good. I got it from the restaurant, The Heritage. Wow. I think it's just a visual that I know I'm eating a zebra right now. How sad, they're so cute. Oh yeah, guys, if you have not subscribed, definitely subscribe to my channel. If you are into lifestyle, travel videos, I am just a solo person traveling the world, meeting new people, experiencing new cultures. Great video, so definitely subscribe and like this video if you have not. Why? Okay, so question number 1. What country are you visiting next? I'm still figuring that out. I do know this year I have to. It's a requirement for me as far as my personal goals. I have to go to Nigeria, I have to go to Kenya, and I have to go to Egypt and Tanzania and Zimbabwe. So those 5 countries I will be tackling at some point this year in 2022, but no particular order with that. Is there a language you learned while you're here in South Africa? I know maybe 2 words, Kunjani, or is it Unjani? Well, there are 11 official languages here in South Africa. If you didn't know, that's the trivia for today. Still learning. Only thing I really know right now is Mjani. That's all I got. Would you permanently consider living here in South Africa? I think at this point that is pretty obvious. Absolutely. I love this country. This is my favorite country thus far. I definitely plan on, in the future, the near future, buying real estate here in South Africa. That way I can, like, you know, come in and out as I continue to travel. But my goal is to really make South Africa my home base, like have a permanent residence here as I continue to travel around. And you know, those moments when I want to just go home and chill and just rest, I would come back to South Africa. So yeah, I would definitely live here permanently. Like, I love South Africa. What do you wish you could have done different? That's a good question, but honestly, my answer, I have no regrets. So at the time of this recording, it's January 2022. I started traveling full-time January 2021 of last year. So, I mean, I have no regrets. I really have no regrets. I think the past year has been so much fun. I have grown so much as a person, so many new experiences. Nah, I have no regrets. I honestly have no regrets. I think that's major to say. Like, no, I think everything has happened for a reason. It has led me in the path that I'm meant to continue following. So, no regrets. But very good question. I like that question. Oh my God, it's so many questions about my dating life. That's so funny. Okay, I'm gonna answer that later on. But someone asked me, do I want any kids? Do I want children? No, absolutely not now, not next year or the next year after or the next year after that. I don't want kids like no time soon, but I do want kids in the future. I definitely plan to be married, have kids, do that whole thing. Maybe like 1 or 2 kids, but yeah. I think I want kids. I don't know. Do I want children? I don't know. I don't know. I think I want children. Who knows? I think I would have to, it would really depend on like once I'm married and my partner, if he wanted kids and really pushed for that, I would be open to it. But like, I just don't see myself waking up on them like, I want a child. What place in South Africa did you find your inner peace? Was it more Cape Town or Johannesburg? That's a really good question, but I would have to say Cape Town. Only because it's more of a chill vibe. So I've had more time to be by myself, be outdoors, just, you know, be present in the moment and think about just everything. I've learned so much about myself. Here I'm able to like enjoy nature, be outdoors, be present, be in the moment more. So I really like that. Whereas in Johannesburg, I was doing a lot of just go. Like, I feel like I was there for 3 months and I felt like I just did not sleep the entire 3 months. So Cape Town, Cape Town has definitely been more chill. Sometimes I will come to the promenade like 2-3 times a week just to ride bikes, look at the water and think. Like, just think, you know, just really think and be in the moment. So I really like that. Next question. All right, so next question. Someone asked me, how has my, wait, what? Okay, they're asking, how has it been being queer here in South Africa? Because they have heard a lot of different stereotypes. That's a good question. I'm gonna speak from my personal experience. I don't feel uncomfortable here. I don't feel unsafe. I don't feel like people judge me because of who I am, and I love that. Yeah, because I know back home, sometimes in the US, I would literally get anxiety sometimes just going in public because, you know, people would just make you feel uncomfortable, give you looks, all of that. You know, you walk by a group of men, they may make a comment because they're insecure, because, you know, a baddie walks by like myself. So, but no, I haven't had that issue here. People have been super welcoming, super friendly, very warm. I don't want to speak on like a general scale for the LGBT community, but in my experience, I haven't had many issues with that. So yeah, that's that. Oh, okay, this is a good question. This is a good question because when I meet like people in person, like when I meet my subscribers in person, they are always shocked at this. But someone asks, how tall are you? Yeah, so I'm actually quite tall, guys. I am actually quite tall. I think people are shocked because most of my videos, you know, like now you can only see from here up. But in person, I'm 6 feet 2 inches. I think it's like 1.88, 1.88. Yeah, so I'm quite tall. Like the boy got some legs on him. Next question. Oh, this girl had asked a lot of questions. Shout out to the girl next door sister on Instagram. She came with the questions, baby. She said, when's my birthday? My birthday is June 11th. I am a Gemini. Gemini gang, comment below. But I'm so mad my fork broke. Look. So this is the zebra. Oh my God, I think it's some of the fork in my mouth. The zebra's kind of tough. It's very tough. Yeah, I think that's enough for that. I tried it. I just really wanted to try, get a feel for it. It's good, but I'm not a big like meat person. Why? Why did I choose South Africa? Very good question. So I remember being in high school, I saw a documentary. I think it was called, I can't even remember the name. I saw a documentary when I was like 16 in high school. I think the name was like Beyond Borders or Living Beyond Borders, something like that. But it was about, I think they like followed maybe 5 Black Americans who moved from the US to South Africa. It was like, the documentary was like in the 90s, I think. It was old even when I saw it. It was about some Black Americans who moved to South Africa to, escape the like extreme racism in the US. So they moved to South Africa and they were like thriving, flourishing, like connecting with other Black people, just really living. And I could like see the happiness in their faces. So that documentary intrigued me. I think I was like 16 and I'm like, bro, I'm going to South Africa. Like I am going there. And it really sparked my interest to visit here in South Africa. And I'm so glad I did. Love this place, no regrets. Somebody asked me, when and how did you find out you were gay? That's so funny. Well, I don't think it was like, how did I find out? It wasn't like I jumped in a river and came out and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gay. Nah. I mean, I've been gay since I came out of the womb, but I came out like very, very young. I think I was like 13, 14. But it was kind of obvious. Like growing up, I was a ballet dancer, a gymnast. I was in acting. That's why I'm so dramatic. Tap dancer. I did. Yeah, I did. I was a cheerleader. I was a competitive cheerleader. So the signs were there, babe. The signs were there. So it wasn't that shocking when I, started telling people. But yeah, I think I officially came out at 14. Yeah, 14. And my family is supportive. They are loving and supportive. Yeah, so I'm fortunate for that. Next question. This is so much fun. So much fun. Oh, this is a good question. Someone asked me, what advice would you give someone traveling to Africa for the first time? I think my number one piece of advice would be, I would say come as a blank canvas and don't come with any expectations, Whether your expectations are good or bad, just come with an open mind. Like, when I came, I knew it would be different, but I don't really see different as good or bad. I was just ready. I was just ready to like soak in the culture, the people, and just learn and adapt. And I think that's one of the reasons why I have enjoyed being here in South Africa, because I didn't come with any expectations. I just wanted to come to see, like observe, just see what life is like here, what the people were like, and I have had a really good experience. So yeah, my advice is don't come with any expectations. Do not try to compare it to, don't try to compare it to your home country, because if you try to compare anything to what you're used to, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be disappointed. So just come with an open mind and just learn. That's my advice. Are you planning on visiting any East African countries? Absolutely. I actually applied for my Kenya visa back in November because I had planned to go to Kenya after I left Rwanda. Do plan to go to Kenya this year. I would love to go to Nairobi and Mombasa Beach. I have a friend out there, Chelsea. I met her in Rwanda, but she has since then she has moved back to Kenya. So I definitely plan on seeing her this year. Somebody said, when we planning our wedding? When are we planning our wedding? When I get access to the 401k, a ring, and my name is on the deed, then we can get married, period. What originally made you want to leave South Africa and embark on living in Africa? And to be honest, I've always had an interest in coming to Africa, visiting, but I think for me, 2020, when I saw that George Floyd situation, when I saw that video online, I remember exactly where I was at, the time and everything. That affected me mentally. Like, it affected me, and I knew at that point, I'm like, bro, that could have been me, that could have been my brother, that could have been a friend, that could have been any black man that I know here. And I don't know, things just started clicking. Things just started clicking for me, and I knew I had to let go. I knew I had to go. So I saw that, I think that happened in May 2020. By January 2021, I was gone. So I think that was the moment that really made me realize, like, bro, I am not as safe as I think I am here in the United States, and let me just go somewhere else to see what it is, because I know it has to be better out there for me. So yeah, I think that's really what started me, like, seriously considering, like, let me really think about leaving the US and living somewhere else, because I truly feel like the racism over there will always be. Next question, guys. Next question. Someone said, what vacation have you taken so far that you'll never forget? I will definitely say being here in South Africa. I will never forget this trip. This has been very, very memorable. Also, me living in Mexico. I lived in Mexico for 5 months. I won't forget that, because that was my first country that I really tackled living in, like, full time for a longer period of time. So yeah, that was really the beginning of all of this. Shout out to Mexico. Someone said, have you ever felt seriously unsafe while traveling? I think the only time I really felt like I was unsafe, where I felt like I was like gonna die. The only time I felt unsafe was my last night in Rwanda. I went out with some friends, like, for a going away party. After, we went to a silent disco party, which was cool. After that, we went to a house party in the hood. Emphasis on the hood, because I think that's where I made the mistake. I think I was getting way too comfortable with the traveling in foreign places, and I went to an area where I should not have been, and it got really, really bad. We were there for about 3 hours. The first hour, I mean, when we first got there, I didn't really, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention, but like 2-3 hours into that party, things just changed so quick. I was outside taking photos with my friend from the gram. I'm like, friend, can you take some photos of me? He's like, sure. So we're like minding our business, taking photos outside of the party. Some guy comes over. I don't know what he was saying. It was a different language. But I could tell he was mad. He started yelling at my friend. And then he pushed my friend and then came over, pushed me. So everyone just started fighting. And then I look up. It's like 5 other men surrounding us, just screaming and yelling, throwing like wooden tables at us. And then everyone was like, go in there, run in there for safety. So we run into like this bar part of the little party, or like the little function they were having, and it had like it had 2 windows. They didn't have glass on the windows. It was just like 2 bars, so 2 windows with 2 bars on them, and a door, like a metal door. And they started throwing like glass bottles through the door, just anything they could find, they were like throwing it at us. So we were scared for our lives. But to answer that question, I think that's the only time I really felt unsafe. It was a lot. But after that, I'm like, bro, I gotta go. I think after that situation happened, I was out of Rwanda within 48 hours. But let me know if I should make like a full video on that. I've been a little nervous about it, but I think it's time I should talk about it. So yeah, next question. Someone asked me, what are the difference in lifestyle and people between Josie and Cape Town? Okay, so being like an outsider, a foreigner, I have definitely noticed the tension between like Joe Burgers and Cape Townian. It's like this rival, like it's a for real thing. Like I read the comments and I can see like Cape Townians arguing with Joe Burgers. I don't know what you call them. Hi, doggy. I've seen like Cape Townians arguing with people from Joburg about which city is best and why. And I'm just like, bro, y'all are all in the same country. You're all South Africans. Like, they're both great cities. That's what I think. But so I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. I'm keen to know about your family life. You never speak of home or family. Do you miss your home or your family? Yeah, of course I miss my family. I don't miss home because home is in the United States. Yeah, I really don't miss home. The only thing I miss in the United States are my family and friends. But I think my family is used to it at this point. Like, I have always traveled. Even when I was young, like, I went to college in a different city. Once I finished that, I moved to a different state. Like, I've always kind of just been out here in the world because I knew, like, I was not living my best life in Charlotte, North Carolina. I knew at a very young age in high school that being raised in North Carolina was not for me. Like, that was just not gonna be the end all be all for me. So I knew, and my family knew that I was gonna be out here in the world. But no, I do miss them. I miss them a lot. It's been a year. I definitely miss them a lot. So yeah, shout out mom, shout out brother. Miss you guys. But I'm trying to get my family to come out here to South Africa to really like experience it, like get a feel, like, bro, this is what y'all are missing out on. So I'm still trying to convince them to come out here. Hopefully it works this year, fingers crossed. When are you coming to Zimbabwe? Don't know when this year, but I do plan on coming this year in 2022. I mean, it's like right next door to South Africa, so it just makes sense. And I definitely want to go to, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. I think it's Harare. I think it's the capital in Zimbabwe. So I definitely want to go there. Oh, this is a good question. Someone said, are you open into making friends, or you just want to be friends with influencers and vloggers like you? Yeah, so I'm definitely into making like actual real friendships, not just like content friendships. No, I'm not even, the only vlogger friend that I have, like actual friend, is Kanya. Our friendship developed way before he started doing YouTube. So yeah, I'm definitely into like real friendships. Good question though. Good question. What products do you use for your skin? Cause honey, it is flawlessly beautiful. Oh, thanks. I'm not gonna tell all the skincare products now because, babe, they need to sponsor a video. But I will say my number one like trick to skincare, whatever products you use, I would definitely suggest incorporating a rose water spray into your skincare routine. That has made the biggest difference for my skin. My mom taught me that maybe like 3-4 years ago, and I have definitely like noticed a difference. You can use the rose water spray as a toner. So after you wash your face, whatever kind of cleansing product you use, go to like your local like vitamin and herbal nutrition store, and they should have rose water spray. I hate motorcycles. So yeah, go to your like local vitamin and herbal nutrition type of store, get some rose water spray, and after you cleanse your face and before you put on your moisturizer, just spray your face with some rose water spray. It's a great toner. Trust me, guys. Trust me. Oh, someone asked me, do I classify myself as a... I am not answering that question. That is so personal. Oh, let's see. We're getting to the end of the questions. Do you see yourself living in Cape Town versus Johannesburg? Good question. I've been thinking about that, you know, because I do want to I want to have some like ground roots this year. Like I want to like set some roots this year wherever I decide to be at. And I'm really thinking like I want to have like a permanent, I mean, if I'm being honest, I want properties in both cities. I want an investment. I think I'm going to start with an investment property in Cape Town because the return on investment would be great. That would be very profitable. But as far as living, I still think I would prefer to live in Johannesburg and just have like a investment property here in Cape Town. I think for the things I want to do for career-wise and take like my influence in the social media work, because I really want this to transition into acting in more like public figure roles. I think there's more opportunities in Johannesburg. Not I think, I know there are more opportunities in Johannesburg. So yeah, definitely see myself like settling in Johannesburg. Someone said, why are you so dope? I mean, I just don't know. I think it's in the DNA. Okay, so I'm gonna answer the top 2 type questions: what I do for a living and my dating life. I've seen so many questions like, what do you do for a living? Besides being a YouTuber, what are your other hustles? What other income streams do you have? How do you afford to travel? You know, all about income, and I totally get that. So how do I make money, pretty much? How do I make income? How do I afford to travel? All of that. I make money online. So before I started traveling full-time last year, like my first passion is real estate. Real estate. I love real estate. And I knew at a very young age I was going to be a real estate broker. So right out of high school, I went and got my real estate license at 19, and I've been doing real estate now for some years. Of course, I make money from YouTube, from Google AdSense. I make money from sponsorships with brands who want me to promote their product on my YouTube, as well as my main love, my main passion, which is real estate. I also make money from that as well. So in 2020, I remember, you know, when things shut down, a lot of people were not able to go to work unless you were considered an essential worker. And luckily in North Carolina, real estate brokers were considered essential workers, but we weren't able to actually like meet our clients face to face at that time. I couldn't take them on showings. I couldn't take them on viewings. Everything had to be done virtually. So it was very difficult for a lot of agents to sell and make income. But I was lucky enough, I was still selling houses in the middle of the pandemic. Like every month I was closing at least 3 homes, literally from my bed in North Carolina. So I remember in July, I had just sold like 3 houses that month, like at home. And I remember having a moment in my head, I'm like, bro, I can do this from anywhere. I'm literally I'm literally stuck at home, but I'm still making an income. I can do this from anywhere. So that's really when things started clicking with the, I'm not happy in the US. I can still make money online. I want to travel. So when all of that started clicking, that's when I really started putting the plan in place. Like, I'm going to continue selling real estate, make an income online, travel. I'm gonna start my YouTube, make money from that. And I did those things. I did all of those things, and that's really how I'm making money. So long story short, to answer the question, I make money from my virtual real estate business back in the United States, and from YouTube and sponsorships. Those right now are like the bulk of my income to travel. I hope that answered the questions. You know, I've been asked that a lot, like how I'm able to travel. And I would really say, like, take this as a universal sign. Like, if you want to start your YouTube channel, just do it, but just really put your all into it. Like, I know I started mine last January, and I told myself I would get monetized within 3 months. And literally 31 days, I was monetized on YouTube, started making income from that while I was living in Mexico. And I was still selling houses while doing that. Then a couple months later, I got my first sponsorship. So I'm gonna answer the last question. Last but definitely not least, you guys are very interested in my dating life, if I'm dating someone. Let me see the questions. Hold on. Someone said, have you found a boyfriend in Cape Town? Have you met or found interest in any men in South Africa? Love interest, that is. How's your dating life? How are the men? So many questions about dating. And whew, let me just take a drink. I don't even know how to answer this, but my dating life has definitely been interesting here in South Africa. I will say that. I have had some experience, man. Some experiences. Like, these men have been putting me through it. I think my biggest lesson in all of this is learning and realizing that us men, we are the same. It doesn't matter where you go, what continent you are on, we are the same. I went on a date. So I went on a date a couple weeks ago. We had like a dinner and movie night. And things were great. Like, I was feeling the vibe. We actually like connected when I was in Johannesburg, and then he moved to Cape Town, and then I'm here in Cape Town. So we reconnected and went on a date, and things were great. The vibe was good. I like what he had to say. I like how he was, like, it was the muscles. Yeah, everything was great. And then at the end of the day, he tells me that he is in a relationship a polyamorous open relationship, and he's still open to dating me. And I'm like, what? Like, what? I'm like, bro, so you tell me an hour and a half after we have been talking, getting to know each other, that you were already in a relationship? I'm just like, yeah, check, please. Like, it's a no for me. It's a no. So that was that. I was very irritated. And then a week later, and then a couple days later, I'm leaving outside of my building to head to the ATM. Guess who I see walking past my building, holding hands with a new man? I'm just like, you know what? I'm so over it. I'm so over it. So that's how dating has been. But I will say, I have noticed a difference. I think that may have been like the biggest culture shock, dating. But I noticed in Johannesburg, the men there are more interested in getting to know you, building something, versus the guys in Cape Town. They just want to, you know, and I'm like, no, that's not happening. I think because it's also like a tourist destination, like a lot of people are just in and out. So I have found it very difficult. I have found it kind of challenging to just like find consistency, you know, here. So no, I'm really not dating anymore. I'm kind of like over that right now. Like there are other things I want to focus on. Like I have so many other goals I have to focus on, and just doing all this like back and forth with these men have just been draining. So I told myself I am taking a break from dating because it's just not yielding the results that I need. So yeah, to answer your question, I am single, period. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun doing the Q&A. I've never done that before. I forgot about the zebra. It's cold now. I might finish it later, but yeah, I tried the zebra. But yeah, this was a lot of fun doing the Q&A. I hope you guys, you know, feel like you know more about me, my background, my life, where I come from. Definitely let me know below if you have any more questions. I'll definitely answer them. But yeah, this was fun. I'm gonna go return this bike. I rented it for only 1 hour. It's been like 2 hours now, so I need to go do that. And I'm gonna head to dinner soon. But yeah, definitely like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.